Welcome students to my class Accountancy Simplified. In today's class, I shall discuss some important journal entries. Before I start my class, I want to share some important accounting definitions for better understanding of today's class. The first one is deferred revenue expenditure. A huge amount of money incurred on a particular account, the benefit of which is enjoyed by the business unit over a number of years, is called deferred revenue expenditure. The expenditure so incurred is not charged to the financial year in which it is incurred. Instead, it is spread over the years for which the expenditure benefit of the expenditure is enjoyed by the business unit. The expenditure on account of advertisement may be cited as an example for such expenditure. Say a company incurred an amount of rupees 10 lakh for a advertisement display in the form of a hoarding on important street corner of a city for a contractual period of 4 years. So in this case, the company will charge 1/4 of 10 lakh, that is rupees 2,50,000 as expenditure towards advertisement in current year's financial account, and the rest 7,50,000 will be carried forward to balance sheet to be written over the next 3 years. So this is deferred revenue expenditure. Now what is purchases? In financial accounting, purchases means goods or services bought or acquired for the purpose of resale. And now what is sales? In financial accounting, sales means exchange of goods or services purchased with the view to resell. Sale, it does not include sale of property or other assets. It is the only source of operating revenue of the business unit. It does not also include any other non-operating revenue. So it is clear to you, right? Now we shall start today's class on journal entry. These are very important journal entries, so please go through my class with all your attention. The first one is sold goods to X and company for rupees 20,000 at a trade discount of 10% and cash discount of 2% if payment is made within 3 days. It is an interesting journal entry. There is one trade discount and one is cash discount. We all know that trade discount is not accounted for in the books of account. So the net value of transaction dated May 1 will be 20,000 less 10%, that is 18,000. So what are the two accounts involved in this transaction? One is sales account, another one is X and company account. So what will be the entry in the books of the business unit? X and company will be debited. X and company account debit 18,000, 20,000 minus 2,000, 2 sales 18,000. Is it clear? X and company is debit as X and company is receiving benefit. So as per personal account, debit the receiver, and sales account is credit. It is income as per nominal account. All incomes and gains are credit. And what is the narration? Sold goods to X and company for rupees 18,000 at a trade discount of 10%. Now there is another condition in this contract. If payment is made within 3 days, the buyer will get an additional cash discount of 2%. Cash discount is accounted for in the books of accounts. Now you see the buyer we have received payment of 50% of invoice value from X and company within 3 days. So he will get discount on 50% of invoice value. So invoice value is 18,000. What is the 50% means 9,000. So the buyer will get 2% of 9,000, that is rupees 180 rupees as cash discount. So what will be the entry? cash account debit, $9,000 into 2%, that means 180. To X and company account, 9,000. 9,000 minus 180, so what will the entry? Cash account debit 8,720, discount allowed account 180, to X and company 9,000. X and company has paid 50% of invoice value. What is 50% value? That is 9,000. And we have agreed to allow 2% as cash discount if payment is made within 3 days. The X and company has made payment within 3 days. That's why 2% discount is allowed. 2% of 9,000 is rupees 180, and 9,000 minus 180, 8,720 is received as cash on that account. So the transaction is, this is also an example of compound entry. Cash account debit, discount allowed account debit to X and company. Is it okay? Received cash from X and company after allowing cash discount of 2%. Is it clear? This is very interesting. Trade discount is not accounted for, cash discount is accounted for. That's why I have given this problem for better understanding what is trade discount and what is cash discount. Is it clear to you? Right? The next one is the proprietor deposit paid Mr. Sham rupees 5,000 by check. This is very simple. Transaction dated 4th May. What are the two accounts involved? Mr. Sam and check. Check means bank account. Check means what are the two accounts involved in this transaction? One is Sam account, another one is check, that is bank account. Sam account belongs to personal account and bank relates to real account. The function of the transaction, paid Sam. Sam is receiving benefit, so Sam account is to be debited and check is going out from bank. So as per real account, what goes out credit, bank account is to be credited. So the transaction will be Sam account debit to bank 5,000. Narration paid Sam rupees 5,000 by check. It is very simple entry. Clear? The next one is the proprietor deposited the sale proceeds of his household furniture in his business bank account rupees 2500. I have already told you in the earlier class, anything contributed by the proprietor to the business is considered as capital and credited to capital account. And why it is capital? Because it is his personal household furniture. Instead of depositing the sale proceeds in his personal bank account, he has deposited the same in business bank account. So it is an investment on his part to the business. So it is to be treated as capital. So what is the entry? The entry will be business bank account is debited. So what comes in debit? Bank account is debit. What comes in debit? To capital 2500. Amount introduced by the amount introduced by the proprietor as his capital. Is it okay? It is a beautiful entry. The proprietor deposited the sale proceeds of his household furniture in his business bank account for rupees 2500. Anything contributed by the proprietor in business is his capital. So capital account has been duly credited and bank account has been debited because the amount has been deposited with bank. As per real account, what comes in debit, bank account has been debited, and as per personal account, credit the giver. So proprietor's account has been credited, which is capital account. The next one. Cost of stationery withdrawn by the owner for his own use. Cost of stationery withdrawn by the owner for his own use, rupees 250. So I have already told you that anything withdrawn by the proprietor from business is treated as drawings. Drawings is personal account, and as per personal account, debit the receiver. So drawings account is to be debited. And what is going out? Stationery. Stationery account is to be credited. Stationery, it belongs to nominal account, and all expenses and losses on debit as per nominal account. Stationery is reducing, expenditure of stationery is being reduced for this withdrawal. So stationery account is being credited. So what will be the entry for transaction dated 6 May? Drawings account debit to stationery 250. Narration, cost of goods withdrawn by the owner for his own use. Cost cost of goods withdrawn by the owner for his own use. So drawings account is debited because anything withdrawn by the proprietor from business is considered as drawings. Drawings account is debit as per personal account, and stationery is being credited as stationery expenditure is being reduced for withdrawal of stationery from business stock. So this is over. We shall come to the next point. Purchased timber for rupees 10,000 and paid wages to the carpenter rupees 500 for making a center table for office use. What is the transaction? Purchased timber for rupees 10,000 and paid wages to the carpenter rupees 500 for making a center table for office use. We have already discussed in today's class what is purchases. Purchases means goods or services bought or acquired for the purpose of resale. But here in this case, the timber was purchased for the purpose of making a center table for office use. So under this condition, purchase account is not to be considered. It is to be considered as furniture because timber will be used for the purpose of making a furniture. So we shall debit. What are the two accounts involved in this transaction? One is furniture account and another one cash account. Furniture account and cash account is the two accounts involved in this transaction. One is furniture, another one is cash. Purchase timber for rupees 10,000 and that means for the purpose of making a center table. Center table means furniture. The purpose of purchasing timber is for making a center table for office use, not for resale. So we should debit furniture account and cash is going out, cash account is to be credited. So what will be the journal entry? Furniture account debit. This is an important entry. Furniture account debit 10,000 to cash 10,000. Narration: purchased timber for making center table for office use. This is an important journal entry. Now, what is the difference between purchase and asset? This purchase of timber is being made for making a center table, which is an asset. So instead of debiting purchase account, we have debited furniture account, and cash account is credit. Now carpenter who made this furniture was paid rupees 500 for his remuneration. So we cannot debit wages account. What is wages account? Wages account means remuneration paid to workers for making the goods for which the company deals with. The company, the goods in which company deals with. For that purpose, any expenditure paid towards labor charges is debited to wages account. But these wages is paid for making the center table, which is furniture. So it is to be debited to furniture account itself instead of wages. Wages account is debited for the purpose of making goods which are made for resale. So here, what will be the entry? Furniture account, debit to cash, 500, 500. Wages paid to carpenter booked, no, for making furniture accounted for. Wages paid to carpenter for making furniture accounted for. So why it is debited to furniture account? Because that wages was incurred for making a center table, which is called furniture. So furniture account has been debited and cash account has been credited. The next transaction is purchased furniture for cash for resale. Rupees 500. This is another interesting entry. Purchase furniture for cash for resale. So what is the definition of purchases? We have just discussed in this class. Goods or commodities purchased with a view to resell is called purchases. So we should consider purchase account in this case. Though it is furniture, but furniture is being purchased for the purpose of resale. The intention of purchase is resale. So purchase account is to be debited and cash account is to be credited because cash is going out. So you have found the difference between what is asset and what is purchase. Is it clear? Next, paid income tax rupees 2000 from business cash. Income tax, paid income tax rupees 2000 from business cash. Income tax is the personal expenditure of the provider, so it should be debited to drawings account. I have already told you, anything withdrawn by the provider for his personal expenses is to be debited to drawings account. So drawings account is to be debited and cash is going out, so cash account is to be credited. The journal entry would be payment of income tax of the owner. Is it clear? Paid income tax rupees 2000 from business cash. Income tax is personal expenditure of the proprietor, so drawings account has been debited and cash account is credited. So that's all for today, and before I conclude my lecture, I once again request all my students and listeners to like and share my video among your friends and to subscribe my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.